Hey everyone, it's that time of the year again. The NBA play-in is upon us, and we got a lot of familiar faces in the play-in again. Yeah, today's games are gonna be Magic versus Hawks and Warriors versus Grizzlies. So I think I would just start with those games. This is a pretty tame pick. I think they're close in record, but I would probably favor the Magic against the Hawks. I just don't think the Hawks are quite ready yet to make the playoffs. Maybe next year, but I think the Magic will edge them out. Warriors versus Grizzlies is a bit of a tougher call in my opinion. You can see those teams have the same record, so it's just a tiebreaker separating them. But I think I would go with the Warriors because the Warriors are trending up and the Grizzlies are trending down. They fired their coach. The locker room seems to be kind of in shambles. Ja Morant, the whole thing. Even though the Warriors have been pretty bad historically in the play-in, I think they got play-in veteran with an insane play-in track record, Jimmy Butler. So you know this is their time to shine. I think they'll be taking it. And then the matchups afterwards, the Bulls versus the Heat, and this one was the hardest for me to call personally. I think I'm gonna go with the Bulls, and originally I was gonna go with the Heat. I think both teams have been sort of trending up. Then I looked at the ESPN matchup thingy, last 5 games. Actually, the Heat lost their last game to the Wizards, and I think that puts the Bulls over the top for me personally. So I'm gonna go with the Bulls on that one. And then with the Kings versus the Mavericks, and you guys are gonna see I'm picking the higher seed every time again. Very brave, I know. But I'm gonna go with the Kings because I think DeRozan and LaVine have kind of started to hit their stride. I think they're gonna best the Mavericks simply because of all the personnel missing and the Mavericks kind of being in shambles, you know, whole season kind of a disaster. They're probably looking for it to end, but AD might pull out a monster game. I don't think it's a surefire bet either way, but yeah. And then we have our purely hypothetical matchup, which in the East's case, in my opinion, would be the Bulls versus the Hawks. And this is where I'm going to go with an upset. I think the Bulls would win against the Hawks. I just think the Hawks are not playoff ready. I don't think they're gonna make it this year. I think the Bulls, I think I could see them sort of squeaking in. They're kind of finding some cohesion. I would probably put them over the Hawks, though I haven't looked at the matchups this year at all, so it's purely speculation. And then in the West, we would have the Kings versus the Grizzlies, and I would also take the Kings here just because I think the Grizzlies are in complete disarray and are probably gonna, you know, slide a little more and probably miss the playoffs entirely this year. So yeah, just had to get it out real quick last second because I realized, oh god, the play-in is today. So I made this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.